is at the level of these groups of people. Next slide, please. To make it all work, to put it all in place, you have the policies. I'm showing you how it's all connected. Policies matter. Do we pay attention to the policies? Do we see how the policies, who implements these policies, how these policies are implemented is through the GLC ecosystem. And here, as you can see, the different types of policies through the ages, how they have been abused. And I keep stressing the SMEs. In every segment, you can see that the SMEs are affected. It's time we paid attention to the policies, and when they introduce a policy, 13 Malaysia Plan is coming up, pay attention to the 13 Malaysian Plan and what's in there. Next slide, please. Now, I don't have time to get into the case studies. I'll have to run through this very carefully. Nabila is the person you should talk to if you want to know about Jana Wibawa. But here's Jana Wibawa, policy-based corruption. Look at the allegations and concerns. Next slide, please. Here you can see how complex it is. See how interlocked everything is. A policy at the level 1 affecting many companies at level 4, bypassing levels 2 and 3 also. Next slide, please. Sector-based policy, sector-based corruption. I focused only on the defense sector. I can go into other sectors, infrastructure and so on and so forth, but I just focused on defense because this is where we see a lot of the corruption. We even see allegations of murder involved in some of these cases. Here's the slide that shows you how it's all connected. Here you see all levels of the pyramid that I just showed you, how they all interconnected. Next slide, please. Now, this is interesting, MARA. It was debated in Parliament, just debated in Parliament, talking about MARA as well as Falkra. MARA created to help SMEs on the ground, but the money is taken and invested in property in Australia. As you can see, the allegations of property flipping. And MARA is taking all this money and putting it in safe havens, British Virgin Islands. They have become very sophisticated in their corruption. Next slide, please. And here you are, a diagram which captures the extensive corruption going on abroad by our public institutions. Next slide, please. Now, in one slide, because I knew Brian was going to do this, give me a hard time. Here you are in one slide. I've captured everything. The key takeaways, the impact on domestic firms, the key questions we have to answer. But look at the bottom half. It's the bottom half that you need to pay attention to see how the top half, the issues in the top half, in the bottom half, how they are all connected. Capture of the state, bad policies, how it impacts on different types of companies, including the SMEs, the GLCs, the foreign firms, and finally, the financing of politics, what's going on within the political system. The last slide, please. I want to end on this note. I left this to the last. This is what we are most concerned about. For all this to work, you must control the regulatory institutions. You must control the AG, the MACC, the Securities Commission, Bank Negara. And this captures how the ministers know less. Not only do they control the economic system, the political system, they also control the regulatory bodies and the oversight bodies. How are we going to challenge this system when the politicians have no political will to break this complex? That's the task before us, and that's why I hope the research that we have started with C4 will not end here. This is only the beginning. And I hope to get your support in business, in law, even the MACC, and the other NGOs, and the academics. Come together, because it's now left to us in civil society to break the system. Thank you.
And